Speaking in Chinese. Shut up. Speaking in Chinese in front of me. Shut up. You're rude. Speak English in Canada. Rude as fuck. Who do I complain about? Shut up. You're rude. You are rude. Go somewhere else.
So what? You want the cashier to go so you can stand around and not pay for your stuff? And what was the offending act that set off this Karen? It wasn't someone demanding she speak another language. It wasn't someone speaking another language to her. It was someone speaking another language in front of her.
You want a manager to talk to me? You bring your manager here.
You get up.
If you want to talk to me, you bring your manager here, you idiot, or go speak Chinese with your other staff. Talk to me somewhere else. Shut up and get out of here, you idiot.
You okay?
That's rude.
Speaking more than one language is a skill that takes time and practice. Just like the skill it takes to maintain so little introspection to miss the irony of what she said. This is Rebel HQ. I'm Sandee Lovas. A racist Karen was caught on camera in Burnaby, BC. That's a state in Canada. The video was originally posted to Facebook by a man named Alan who didn't want to be fully identified due to the harassment he received for posting it. He was hoping the woman would face consequences for her behavior, and he was upset to see this kind of racism still takes place. Sadly, racist rants seem to be increasing in the era of MAGA. People feel emboldened to attack others because there is little consequence, and political leaders are using, I want to say dog whistles, but really it's more like the annoying neighbor's dog yelping at anything that looks different, to gain popularity. But what stood out to me in this video, making it beyond egregious, and the reason I kept her identity hidden, is this.
You know about what? You know about what? Things having treated by looking after speaks in a different language, talking to me in front of your staff? That's pathetic. Get him out of here. It's rude. Shut up!
Okay.
Shut up!
I'm calling police.
Idiot.
A young child is there with her, and she's teaching him that someone speaking another language is worse than the vitriol spewing from her mouth. When you teach children to hate, you teach them not everyone is worth loving, and someday that'll backfire. If that child grows up to be anything other than what's expected, he'll believe he doesn't deserve to be loved. Recently, the right wing has been on a rampage, stripping away people's hard-fought rights and instilling bigoted beliefs, even if it's setting their own children up for failure, even if it ends up harming them. I can't get over the image of the children standing around Ron DeSantis when he signed into law the Don't Say Gay bill. If any of those kids are LGBTQ+, that moment will destroy their self-worth. All those kids are being taught being LGBTQ+ is so bad, there needs to be a law against talking about it. Even if they aren't queer, they've learned it's unacceptable for anyone to be. The sick looks I saw of praise from Ron and their parents as they celebrated erasing a group of people is the same look the kids saw and learned from. Remember that convoy of truckers, but not really truckers, more like the racist business owners who went to Ottawa to protest the COVID mandates that didn't exist by demanding the people who don't have a say in said mandates step down while terrorizing the locals for weeks on end? Yeah, that was made into a family-friendly event because bouncy castles and play areas for kids were set up. Not only were the children exposed to F. Trudeau flags, racist imagery, adults calling for violence and spewing hateful things, but they were also exposed to for hours on end, days at a time, at decibels more than loud enough to cause permanent hearing loss. Little children hit with this during important developments of their growing bodies. For what? We got to own them weak woke libs. That'll show them who's in charge of this country, eh? What's that? Hearing care isn't covered under a universal health care because the party I vote for blocks it, so I've condemned my child to preventable medical expenses that will burden them later in life? Huh. But I mean those libs. They're a bunch of hosers, eh? Better futures should be awaiting the next generations. We need to do what we can when we can to change the direction we're heading so children like them can grow up in a world knowing no matter who they turn out to be, they will be loved and free to be themselves. For more of my stuff, look for me on social medias left of the box. Don't forget to hit buttons and leave comments. Thanks for watching, and until next time, get informed, get involved.